Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's weekly musings is the Deva of Money and Morphic Fields. I'm doing a series of weekly musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely changed since then, and yet I am finding this information still pertinent to what's going on today. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today, and also I have some special offers, so stay tuned to see what they are. The Deva of Money and Morphic Fields. This morning, I had a little chat with the Deva of Money, and I thought I'd share it with you. Devas are the unseen architects of nature. They design things to be brought into physical form. They hold qualities and communities as well. There's a Deva of broccoli that oversees all the broccoli plants on the planet. There's a Deva of patience that you can talk to on Friday afternoon when you're in commuter traffic. There's a Deva of the country that you live in. I know someone who personifies the Deva of Money with a sexual connotation, which works for them. For me, it feels entangled with cultural history of women being dependent on men financially. The Deva of Money, as I feel it, is light, bright, clear, and impersonal, like the ocean, like God. The ocean is not vindictive. The ocean takes and gives. The ocean provides for wildlife and the planet. You fall in the ocean and drown, it's not murdering you. Sharks eat you, they are not feeding, they are being sharks. Your alertness keeps you from falling in the ocean, but what about boats going down? What about hurricanes? Weather is not personal. It is patterns. It is part of the interweaving design of this world. Many of us are entangled in the morphic field of poverty and deprivation, lost in the funhouse mirror of distortions. The Deva of Money invites you to come out, come into agreement with the flow. Wealthy people grok the flow, yet multiple flows are happening all at once, which is why they can be assholes and rich, or why they can be personally deprived and opulent. They may be focused on money, but not in integrity in relationships. And the other thing I've noticed is there have been times where I have been very financially well off, and I've also found that's at the same time that I am also the most unconscious or disconnected. So think of that happening on a billionaire scale. The game on this planet is to experience life. The game may or may not be coming into balance. It may be a goal in the game, and we all get to set goals as part of the game. All your feelings about money, all your opinions about rich people distance you from having it in your life. This week, sit and tune into the Deva of Money for yourself. Notice your first impressions. What does it feel like, look like, sound like, smell like? Have a conversation with it and have a pen and paper nearby to jot down what you think it's communicating with you. Unless you're extraordinarily clairaudient, you may get visual images or thoughts and ideas rather than actual words. Dance with it energetically this week and see how your life transforms. So I think that's great because one of my defaults that I find is instead of having a vision for the future, of course, I do have a vision of moving to Spain, but one of my default visions is a winning lotto ticket. And that is my little mind wanting to dump money on the problem. Now, the idea of being in relationship with the Deva of Money, I'd completely forgotten about. I don't tend to work with Devas anymore, but acknowledging that is very powerful. And I do remember when I did this many years ago and tuning in with the energy of money being like the ocean. Also that it is not personal. It's our stuff that comes up to personify it. And I do find that manifestation works better if you don't have a lot of emotional energy tied up in it. So if you're playful and curious when you purchase that lotto ticket, that's very possibly the one that ends up winning. I forgot to say that if you sit down with the Deva of Money this week and jot down the things and impressions that you get or the messages you feel like you get from it and your life transforms, please let me know in the comments below because I'd love to read your comments. And personally, I'm going to do this a few times myself. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on your social media. And also please click the thumbs up button, the heart button. Please like, share, and subscribe. And also commenting because all of those things tell the algorithm to get this out far and wide and in front of someone who really needs to see this information. And if you'd like one of my consciousness techniques for free, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you a drone's eye perspective of what's going on in the world today. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, click on the link below to my self-study course. It'll teach you tools and techniques to navigate your life as consciousness. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com, and you can learn about my individual sessions there. So go to joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you next week in another Weekly Musings.